Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Night Right. I hope everybody is ready to get some things done. We have some people already in the chat, so let's go ahead and say hi, and then we'll let everybody introduce themselves. We have Michael. Hello, how are you? And look at that. Thank you so much, Nick, our good friend. Thank you. Yes. Nick always does like these awesome introductions for everybody. It's super cool. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Good to see you. Bear is also here already. Already nice and early. Let's go ahead. We have our friends who regularly come with us, and then Becca, who joins us on occasion. I could actually say on occasion now because you've been here before. So it's awesome. So let's go ahead. We'll start with Morgan and swing it around and let everybody introduce themselves.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Morgan Lee. I stream every other Monday over on my channel at 8 a.m. Central Time. I have 2 books out, the first 2 in a dark fantasy trilogy, with book 3 releasing sometime this year. And that's about all I got going on right now. So we'll pass it over to JC.
Hello, I'm author JC Carpenter. I have 2 books out, The Diary Succession of Lies and The Art of Love Poetry Collection, soon to be 3 on Friday, because I have my second poetry book, To Love with Sorrow, coming out. And my stream on Wednesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I post videos on Mondays and Thursdays. So, yeah, come subscribe to my channel. And yeah, that's it. Esther.
Hi, I'm Esther Maria Andujar. I'm a Puerto Rican writer aspiring to be a hybrid author. I am also the author of Marina the Vampire, which is a paranormal romance serialized story available through Coffee, Patreon, and Kindle Vella. And the most recent thing I'm going to have is Tuesday, February 14 at 1 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have the Writers Room spinoff, the Romance Writers Room. Some of the ladies that are in the screen will be there. And if you want to know who's going to be there, watch the announcement video on my channel. Becca.
My name is Becca C Smith, and I have a YouTube channel, and I write books. But tonight, I'm actually going to be working on screenplay.
Woohoo.
Well, one screenplay, not multiple screenplays. And that's it.
And I'm Nia, the Vixen Fiction. You're here on my channel. I host AuthorTubers React, so we'll be doing that at the end of the month. And Esther is one of my co-hosts for that. And I also host Scripting the Book, where we talk about books and the adaptations that have been made from them. And let's see, last month we did Fire and Blood, House of the Dragon. It was super cool. Yeah. I was sick, but I let my co-hosts take over, and they did fantastic. I was so proud of them. I'm like, yes, they got this. But this month we are doing Hidden Figures, which I absolutely am excited to talk about. And if you like Crazy Rich Asians, Game of Thrones, Artemis Fowl, Bullet Train, any of those are all things that are coming up. So stay tuned and come hang out with us on the 19th. So that's mostly what I do. I like to run my mouth and talk about things. So that's why I do a lot of that kind of stuff. And then I do sprints like this every Tuesday night. So that is me. I'm so glad you guys are here. Let's say hi to more people who have come in before we hop into our sprints. Hello, Des. Nicole is here. Hello, Cool Gamer. Always good to see you. Rachel is here. Hello, Victoria. Hello, friend. And Jennifer is giving everybody smiley hugs. And Jess, hello. So glad to see you here. Who else do we have? Oh, and this is for you. Congrats on the new book, JC. Yes. So exciting. And Esther always hanging out in the chat too, saying hi to everybody. And so is JC. JC's hanging out in the chat also. So we are going to do, you guys know we do 30 minutes, 45, and then 30. So the first 30 minutes is focus, no question, but I do have a question for you for the next one. I don't know if it's something that happens, because I think if it happens, it's something that people wouldn't talk about, but I'm curious. It's a kind of a what would you do situation for writers. So we'll have a question for our chunky sprint. So 30, then 45, and then we'll end it with a 30, provided that we stay on time, which we should. I don't know. The question might get a little, who knows? We'll see. So let me let me share my screen. And no, it's not a question about AI. Though more stuff keeps happening. I think that's going to be another topic sooner rather than later for AuthorTubers React. Let me find where's my Loki timer? I can see it. So StreamYard, where is it?
Oh no.
Loki, where are you?
You know how you look on the thing and I'm like, it is on a Chrome tab. It is, yes. I'm looking at it. No. No. What in the world?
StreamYard's just messing with everybody.
It really is. I'm looking at the it's a Chrome tab. I'm looking at it. Why are you not showing it to me? Okay, let me cancel and try again.
So what are you guys working on tonight? Look.
Yeah, you guys talk about what you're working on.
I'm working on book 3 still. I've been kind of like plotting all day.
Ooh.
Coming up with challenges for this competition because the main plot of the 3rd book is this competition. So I've been coming up with different types of mental and physical challenges
Fun.
to go through. So that's fun.
I'm so close to getting ready to start book 1, Morgan.
Yay!
A couple more chapters in this book in Wicked Souls, and then I can start reading your book.
I know.
Oh, nice.
Very exciting. What does anybody else know what they're working on? No, Becca said screenplays. Esther, did you say what you were working on tonight, or are you still thinking about it?
So right now, finishing setting up the video for Friday. I don't know if I feel like writing or reading or I don't know. It is a Tuesday.
I understand that feeling. It's a Monday kind of Tuesday? Is it a Monday kind of Tuesday?
For me, it feels like a Tuesday. Like the day that there's no space to go back and you don't have momentum to go forward. So just like stuck. That's how it feels for me.
Okay.
Oh.
And hello, Rosalind. And hello, Rita.
Fixing dinner while trying to work on my novel because it'll be the first words I get for the day.
This is your first words for today?
I told you what I was doing right before I came.
That's true. Okay. I get it.
I just don't know if my brain is actually like focused on that. So I may just end up fixing dinner and reading, and maybe that's it. But I don't know.
Well, I haven't decided exactly what I'm working on yet, but I know what I probably need to work on. So, we'll see if I do what I need to do where my brain wants to do something I want to do. But I'm going to do something. So either way, things will get done. I'm still on that procrastination. Productive procrastination.
I'm really gonna commit that word to memory. That is gonna be my new word. Like it's a phrase coined by Nia the Vixen.
Yeah.
I think I heard somebody else do it before. They might have done it differently because it's 2 very long words.
I've never heard that particular combination before.
Yeah,
so
I think that this is a different combination. All right, so let's go ahead. We're perfectly at the 10. Oh, that timing. Love it. And I'm going to remember that I can't click on the StreamYard. I have to click on, on the YouTube tab. And here we go in 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting. All right, welcome back, everybody. That was our first 30-minute sprint. I hope everybody got whatever they needed to get done in that one. You can go ahead and let me know in the chat how you guys did. And then we'll go around and let everybody on screen tell how we did. But first, we had some people pop in. So I want to go back to where we're at and say hello to Cat Paw. Hello, hello. Hello to Shay with the hobbies. Hi, Shay. Good to see you. Angela, hello to everybody. Margaret, hello, hello. And then they were sending some hugs to Shay, who says that she needs them. So lots and lots of hugs for you, Shay, for sure. And Michael is here. Hi, Michael. One day we need to have a drag race between our production bus and the struggle bus. For real. And Lucy was hanging out in the chat too. Lots of highs. And then I said hi. And then, there is a premiere. Where is that? Shay's, I think it's for the readathon for February, I think is what the premiere is. I didn't get a chance to go on YouTube and take a look at it. But yeah, Shay has a premiere, so definitely check that out. And Shay says she appreciates it, all the hugs. Yes, and everybody's seconding that. Awesome. You don't know, Victoria, how many times I've done that and then a timer has gone off, or I've heard someone talking and I'm like, what? Oh, right, we were sprinting. Got some toast, and that's about it. Hey, you got toast. That's something. And I think I have a pretty solid plot going on here. Nice to hear it, Nicole. I like it when things come along. Just realize going to have to skim through the first act to find a person's name. Ooh, when I forget to write the name down and forgot to add it to the Bible. I hate it when that happens. Oh no. I forgot to write down the name of my character's mom. And I knew I had changed it. And I couldn't remember what I changed it to, so I had to go back and look for where it was at. So I couldn't even do the search for the old name because I had already changed it to the new name and couldn't remember what the new name was. And I was like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? And may things get better for you soon, Shay. Yes, I hope so too. I hear JC is practicing a song for this Saturday's altitude karaoke. Is it altitude karaoke already? Thanks for the reminder, Margaret.
I gotta practice it. Thank you.
Whose channel are we on this Saturday? Is it yours or is it Barrett's? Let us know because everybody needs to be there. Yeah, practice up, JC.
I know.
Was it on Margaret's last time, or was it that Barrett
I feel like it was on Margaret's last time, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't remember.
It was for hers this time. Okay, so it must not have been.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm like trying to remember what was the last one that we did. Yeah. Just got a YouTube at the end of my workday. Yay. Had a story. Tiffany. I love an epiphany while working and got to write it now. Yes. Awesome, Briar. I love it. Let's see. I'm listening. Let me know if you need anything. Awesome. Still at the finding a therapist that's covered stage.
I gotta do that too.
Yes, get on that, JC. Yes.
I know, but I gotta find one that's covered.
Right, the covered part. I know. That's the hard part. Just ate dinner and decluttered for the day. Nice. Read some Sweet Little Lies by Cass Frere. Ooh, nice. Updated my journal and stole some of my sense. So good. I'm glad you got some.
I didn't need your mic. It was doing.
Oh, was it? Sorry, guys. I don't know what part you guys didn't hear. So sorry. Is it still doing it?
No, you good now.
I didn't do anything different. Please stop playing games with us. Oh,
We
talking
need
to
to
my
start
grandfather.
sending customer
Yes.
service to StreamYard and be like, look, y'all need to get y'all act together.
I know. Like, what is going
over
on?
there?
Like, they're offering more stuff. I'm like, you're offering more stuff, and yet some of the
Fix
things
what
that
you
y'all
got.
already have is starting to act a little wonky. I had some dinner that Sprint, a massive salad. Yay.
Ooh.
Oh, no worries, no worries. And it's definitely on Margaret this time, so awesome. Oh, Southern Comfort. Yes, of course, Southern Comfort.
Oh, okay.
I haven't thought about that.
I automatically think Southern California.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, but yeah, or Southern Colorado, SoCal. Yeah, but Southern Comfort makes total sense to me now. I'm like, gotcha. So what did everybody on screen? What's our updates? And also, by the way, we picked up a Laura. In case everybody didn't notice, they're like, were there
Did you
5
not notice?
before?
Before?
Yes, there were. And now
Some
we are
strange straggler showed up.
The amazing, incomparable Laura.
Yes. Our friend had a birthday stream today. So if you don't know,
Megan
please,
McCarthy.
yes, if you don't know Megan, please stop by her channel and just leave a happy birthday comment. That would be awesome. She's so sweet. So that would be nice if you guys could do that whenever you get a chance. It was streamed, so it might take a minute for it to show up. Is she already done with it, Laura?
I don't know. I had to go take Roy outside.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to do one more sprint.
Okay. So they might still be on, so you can go wish Megan a happy birthday. I don't remember where I was at. So I snacked a class before I was gone. I love it. I already reached out to Anna, and I had like 5 years ago. Oh, she wrecked a collection that has in-network folks accepting new people. So, opportunities, like it. I just got my new mic, yay! And I was paranoid today that it wouldn't work. I've been there, yes. You aren't the only one with technical difficulties. Yes, when I got a new mic that works with my camera, and I'm always afraid I'm going to go through the whole video and then the mic would not have been on and like no audio. I don't know why I have this paranoia, but I really do.
Oh, I've done that before. It's horrible.
Okay, so it is a real paranoia. It's not something.
Real paranoia. Real paranoia. Well,
I was like, I just recorded this whole thing and there's no audio.
Oh, so painful. It's so painful. You're like,
one time I was trying to record fast forward, what is it called? Time lapse. And then it was on slow-mo.
No.
The total opposite of what you wanted. Oh God.
Wow.
Maybe Mercury in retrograde. And Megan is still going. So if you guys want to pop over and wish Megan a happy birthday, that would be awesome. Tiffany, hello. Though is feeling a little sore. No worries. You take care of you. Get some tea. Get whatever you need. Take care of yourself. Anybody have any updates? I did a hodgepodge of things, including I got another chai latte.
Ooh.
So, and then working on
every time you say chai latte, I think coffee.
Oh, okay. So I'm a tea drinker for everybody. If there's anybody who doesn't know, when I say chai latte, I'm talking about definitely tea. I'm a huge...
Well, it makes sense because chai is a tea, and latte is a term for when you put milk and foam it on a liquid. It's not exclusive to coffee. Sorry for the coffee drinkers. It is not exclusive to
that's how I see chai is tea, but people make chai with coffee. But chai technically there's so many coffee drinkers.
I was gonna say there is a chai coffee because I've had it.
Yeah, it's called something. Like there's an actual name for it. I forgot the name of it, but it always sounds so good. Like it's espresso and chai. and with milk. So it's like, but I can't remember the name. I'll have to look it up in the next sprint. But it's like,
Yes, because now we all want to know.
Yeah.
I won't drink it, but for those who do drink coffee,
Really
but also
good.
chai, so you'll know
It's the
exactly
best
what
of
to
both worlds.
Remember, Nia
Uh,
doesn't
Is
drink
it?
coffee, so she's not talking about
Is
coffee.
it called the dirty chai?
Yes, that's it.
Dirty chai.
Yeah, that's why I
Okay.
don't like this name, because I'm like, coffee's not dirty. Why are you calling it
No,
dirty
but it's
chai?
so good. It's so
Maybe because
good.
it makes it more the color of dirt.
Yeah, I think because chai has so many.
The color of dirt.
I think that it's
No.
because chai has so many things in it. You know, you've got all the cinnamons and the seasonings and all of that stuff. So I
Right.
think that's why, which would
Well,
kind of
and if you
make
think
sense.
about it, don't they usually put dirty in front of stuff when it's like they're turning it
little
into like,
spicier.
yeah, like, you know, because now we're putting coffee in it, you know, so I don't know. It's
Ah,
really good though.
sounds like it would be if I were a coffee drinker.
Yes.
Michael, Mr. Clean drinks dirty chai.
Actually. Gotcha, Margaret. Good old dirty chai. I love it. Espresso and filter. Chai, depending on the barista, if you want more than one shot.
Okay.
Oh,
I always
Mhm.
do more than one shot of espresso.
That's a lot of caffeine, man.
It is, yeah.
Anybody want to give an update, or is everybody just kind of like,
I was fixing dinner, in which I'll be back. I have to go check on.
okay.
Laura was saying something.
Yeah, I journaled.
Okay, yay for journaling.
I mean, I
love
kind
that.
of did. I'm actually doing all my like research notes and stuff like that in the journal. For some reason, it's helping me to write it down as opposed to typing it, because I was trying to do all the outlining and stuff like that in like a Scrivener file or just like, you know, or a Word doc or whatever, and I was just blanking, you know, like nothing was coming up. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to the journal, and so far it seems to be working. So
Is it something about script writing that makes that outlining in pencil easier?
I don't know. It might go back to the fact, like when I first started writing scripts, you know, it was in the 90s and I didn't have a laptop or computer or anything like that. So I would have to write everything, including the script, into notebooks and then go to my friend's house who had a computer and type it all in. So yeah, it might be that it's just like my brain remembers that's how I used to outline. That's how I used to think those stories out. So yeah, it definitely could, because I've been able to do it on the computer since, obviously, but like for some reason it just was not clicking, and so this I had to go back old school.
Yeah, I feel like you going back to those roots of it, because I do that sometimes when I'm working on my comic, because we could do a lot of scripting as well, and I'm like, sometimes I'm just like, the formality of blocking it on the computer, it's just like, no, I just need, let me just get it down, and I'll just grab the paper and pencil and just box it here. Here's my dialogue, this character's name, dialogue, this character, and then what is the action? Doing this,
right? Oh yeah.
Sometimes you just need that, like, okay, now it's flowing.
Like it clicks. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Anybody else want to do an update before we jump into the big one?
I just did more plotting. That's it. And then I responded to an email about a indie book fest, like a conference. So I think I'm gonna sign up for that. It's in July, and it's in my city. So I was like, well, why not go? It's just down the street.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I wish cool stuff would come our way, but everybody's like, no, you don't. You gotta go an hour over to the city to do something cool. Yeah, nothing ever comes here.
I'm going to be proofreading my horror collection one final time.
Love it.
I have proof copies, so.
Yay. Oh my gosh, the proof copies.
I have to go get them. They're in my room.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Get them.
I know. Go get them.
Yes, get them. And Sin, hello. Good to see you. How is everybody? It's a Monday kind of Tuesdays. We're making it work. We're trying to get things done. I hope you are doing well. Everybody's saying hello like that. And since good, had a long day, but good. And it's late where Sin is. So yay. I'm so glad that you're here. We're getting ready to hop into a big chunky sprint. And I have a question that I think is hypothetical, but it could maybe not be hypothetical because I don't know. What would you do if, oh, and I put Anne. Come on, Nia. I'll fix that later. Like, I see it as I'm reading it now. I'm like, that's not right. What would you do if an agent or publishing company wanted to buy your book but give it to another writer, kind of like making you a ghostwriter?
The easiest no, Nia.
Answer.
You know,
Yeah.
this happens all the time with screenwriters.
I wondered if it did.
Yeah, all the time. It's like they want your idea, but they have a writer they trust and they want them to write it.
Mhm. They're like, it might go somewhere with you, person that nobody knows,
Yeah,
but if we give it to
sometimes
this
they'll
big person,
Yeah, they'll let you on with TV. They'll let you, especially with TV pilots. With movies, sometimes they just let you know. But with TV pilots, sometimes they'll let you on as a co-writer. But they it's like a guarantee for them if they know they have their person on it.
that's what I was wondering. I'm like, I think could be a thing that might happen.
Screenwriting, don't they rewrite and make it something totally different?
A lot of
They could,
times.
but if they buy it from you, they probably just want to buy it from you. So
That's
like,
the
look,
difference. It's different.
That
if you
does
put-
happen.
Let
That
me
does
read the
happen.
question again. Are you saying?
I mean, I'm thinking book because I
might
don't.
book
script
that
write.
way.
they might take it
now.
and make it into a movie or into a TV show, but they just want to buy it from you because they want to do what they want to do with it.
Because if
So
you take
ruminate on
buy
it.
the rights and rework it and rewrite it into something completely different, then it's no longer like my book is one thing, but the screenplay is different, right?
But they don't want you to use your book anymore. They're like, no, it's going to be too close. But even if they change it, they want it. Like, it's not yours anymore.
And I was
So-
just saying, like I'm not even talking about books. Like I was just saying, like it happens a lot where you go in to pitch an idea or you pitch your script. They read the script, they love the idea, they just want the idea. They're going to pay you for the idea, and then they get somebody else to write it.
Mhm.
So
I mean,
it's
how
like,
much money we talking about here? How much money we talking? Because
I mean,
price
it
is
depends.
right.
If you
Yeah.
have a price,
Price is right.
name your price.
It can
If
be a
you have a-
lot. Like it can be $500,000
Oh
sometimes.
no, if the price is right. I got tons of ideas for more books.
Yeah,
Price is
exactly.
right. I'm tired of being broke, so if the price is right, come on, bring it on.
That's exactly. And sometimes if you can negotiate that you definitely get story credit, and then that helps you on the next deal, and then the next deal, and like
Kind of like Margaret Atwood, because I know Margaret Atwood for Handmaid's Tale. She doesn't have anything to do with writing the scripts of the show,
right,
but they consult her a lot.
yeah,
Like
But that is
they're sort of kind of true to the book, even
Yeah.
though she said that a lot of that stuff was not in her book, but she
Yeah.
approved when they
yeah. She liked the direction they were going.
that's a subright that is already in publishing. Like if the book is already published or is about to publish, agents can sell the subright to TV and movie. Yeah,
Yeah. That's
fine.
different. Yeah,
If
if
you're
it's,
telling me that the book is not published,
yeah,
you want the rights to the unpublished book and the idea, which is ridiculous because if someone else is writing something similar of that idea, are you going to lawsuit them because they have the similar idea that you pay me for? I mean, ideas cannot be copyright. It's just like,
Right.
no, I'll set publish and then we can talk sub-rights.
yeah. You know, it's
I see. I
interesting.
love the Esther always comes in with
with the
But
loopholes.
that's you're right, because my friend actually, it was actually kind of sad because she was so excited because Lionsgate wanted her screenplay, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is great! This is the first time." Blah blah blah. She got the money, they bought it, and then time started going by, nothing, and then they released a movie that was almost identical, and you realize that they were buying scripts so that they wouldn't get sued because they saw that her script was so similar to the one they had in production, and they were like, "Oh, what if because now this has been through our development,
You've now
and
seen it.
people-
You've seen it.
yeah, and we can't, like, what if she'll say like, hey, I gave the script to you guys and now they have this movie coming out." So they, just to be safe, they bought her script with no intention of making it. It was like, ah.
Oh no.
And we
Funny.
know TV
Did she
and
at least get
movies
paid a lot?
can be as
It was
slow
okay. Yeah,
as
it wasn't bad.
platform.
Oh, okay.
So by the time the movie or the TV show gets done, someone else can.
I have
Yeah,
a
do
that
the
can
same.
happen too. Yeah.
I have a question for you, Becca.
That doesn't move quick.
No, it
It
doesn't.
doesn't.
I have a question for you, Becca.
Yeah.
Do you do like any consulting? Like if someone is working on a screenplay for the first time, do you do any like consulting where you kind of
I
help them?
don't. But if you want to, like, if that's something you're actually like, you can
Down
message
the road,
me
down the road.
anytime. Yeah. I mean, obviously with friends and everything, yeah. Any. I mean, I don't know if I can help or not, but like, if you have like, of course, definitely.
I have
Any
ideas.
questions?
I have ideas.
Yeah. I
Becca?
mean, no,
Brainstorming.
and the thing is it's still a lottery, just like with books. You know, you can have the greatest screenplay, you can have the great, whatever. I mean, that's why I always push contests, because at least it, you're not you're pushing your stuff out that, like,
Mhm.
because your friends and family, even though they may be in the industry, like, you can only take that so far. It's better to have, sort of outside validation. I always hate to say that, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, to have that helps you go into pitching, getting a manager, things like that.
Get you more credentials.
Yeah, it kind of backs you up, especially the bigger contests. Like, if you can say, "Oh, I made it to the semifinals," like, you don't have to win. You know what I mean? Like, they just know, oh, okay, she can write. Like, they may not like your idea, but they know you can write enough to get into, like, the quarters or the semifinals of contests. That's what's helped me in the past. Yeah.
I got one more question, and I'm sorry, Nia. I know you're trying to get.
That's okay. We're gonna start at the
One
5.
more
Go
question.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'll forget. Is there a difference between having an agent for screenplay writing and an agent for books, or
Yes.
is there agents that do all of it?
I mean, the agency can do all of it, but you will have 2 different agents for your different projects. Yeah. I mean, it changes all the time now, because that whole strike thing happened with the writers and the agents, and they were trying to be producers, and then they were undercutting the writers to get more money for the producing, and so it was like, so now that's why a lot of writers are just getting managers and lawyers as opposed to agents, because they're like, screw you guys, but they still did agents, and it's so half the time people have
Gotta
lawyers.
pay the lawyer.
That's the thing. Well, but lawyers take less.
Oh, okay.
So you're paying 10% to a manager and 5% to a lawyer. Whereas sometimes agents take up to like 20%. And if you have a manager, that's another 10%. So you're like losing like 30% of your paycheck to people, and then another 30 probably to taxes. So you're basically keeping like 30% of your paycheck. So you better get paid a lot.
Yeah.
So back to Lionsgate. Did you know that they have a theme park in China?
No, what?
There's a Twilight theme park
really?
in there, and a Hunger Games level in there.
Gosh,
It's a vertical theme park with different levels for different film properties that they have.
Really?
cool. Oh my God, now I want to go. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to go. I don't know if I want to do any rides, but I want to go.
I want
know.
to see it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Super curious. All right. And right on time, guys. Ready for that 45. Here's our big one. I see a lot of people have already been answering and having some thoughts on the question. So we'll get to those. And there's only one question tonight. So if you want to ruminate on it some more and answer it after sprint number 3, you can. And we're going to go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting. Don't mind me. I was working and lost where StreamYard was. But I found it. Oh, goodness.
How many tabs do you have?
You know, we're not going to talk about how many tabs I have open right now, Esther.
I got sillion.
I mean, but I've been very busy. I've had things to do. There's a lot of tabs. I got a little chilly, so I put my robe on. Oh, gosh. Des is here. Hello, Des. Savvy is also here. And Carrie is here. Hello, Carrie.
Carrie, by the way, is one of my best friends of 30 years.
Oh,
Wow.
We've been writing together since we actually wrote the Ghost Whisper comics together.
That is so cool.
Welcome, Carrie.
Meet you, Carrie. And Savvy was saying hello to everybody. Hello, hello, hello. And hit the 500 day on Duolingo streak. Congrats.
Holy smokes.
I know. I just hit my first week, so I just started. It's day 7, and I got my 7-day streak. So I'm excited. So I'm a long way from 500, but I'm going to get you, Savvy. It's nice to have friends now, so I could to see how everybody's doing it. It actually has been helping, reminding me to do it. So
I'm at 96 days.
nice going, Laura. Woohoo. So what did everybody do for that sprint? Guys in the chat, let me know what you guys did. Michael did a poem and I lost it. It was super cool. Actually, I think I started. Let me see. Did I start? I'm just looking for it. There it is. And this is for Becca. It says there is an agent with everyday looks who doesn't do screenplays and doesn't do books. So what do they publish? You ask with astound. But the secret agent can now not be found. And that's for you, Becca.
I love Michael poems.
Yes.
Riddles, I'm a little iffy on sometimes, but the poems I will take any day.
With the riddles, I just gotta swoop in and then scooch out.
Yeah.
If I'm there the whole time, I'm just I can't figure this out. But if I can just swoop in on one, I'm like, boom, that's what it is. Get out quick.
Oh, love it.
Oh, they're a lot of fun. How did everybody do for that sprint, for the chunky one? How was it?
Good. It was good. I wrote 596. So that was nice. So I got done, well, as far as I was going to get with the plotting. And I was like, it's just time to write now. So that's what I did.
I finished up dinner and ate dinner while I got ready for the State of the Union, which is a getting ready. Come on.
Nice.
I redid the plot for episode 27. Finally made a decision if I was going to have the torture scene or not. I'm not gonna say what I decide.
Come on.
No. What is my brand with Marina? You might guess. And I started to write it very slowly.
Okay.
It's been a while since I dismember someone on the page. So
Wait a minute.
I'm taking my time.
And I just did more work on my brainstorming and stuff for my outlines and stuff like that.
Yeah. Are we gonna see them, Laura? Ta-da!
Yay!
So this is just what I did for the text. So I want to get an actual typographer, but yeah, that's the illustration.
That is
Nice.
gorgeous.
I
So-
love it, Laura.
It have these
Oh, I
tabs
love it.
of like single words I want to switch out.
Okay.
So yeah,
Woohoo!
it's a
That's
thick
exciting.
boy.
It is. That is a good size. I love
Good.
it.
Yeah.
So,
Yay.
I did some more world building, and I also did the postings on the social medias because I'm trying to remember to do those things. I try to do them either in the first sprint or at least the beginning of the second sprint. So I got those done. So, and I love world building. It's just so much fun. If I could just world build
I
all the
know.
time,
you're a ghost world builder for other people.
I
Right?
kind of feel like I could probably do that.
That'd be
I
fun.
honestly feel like I could probably do that. Like I have this story idea and it's crazy. I'm like, let me make the world. Let me do that for you. But then if they write something, I'm like, no, they can't go there because there's a mountain range. They have to go around it. You have to
You're
write
like,
the right
let me play God.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah, because I'd have your maps and your seasons and everything. I'd be like, no. It's winter now. Can you put them in warm clothing? Thank you. Oh, I'd have so much fun. Oh, we are. And Carrie was saying that you are the bestest, Becca.
Oh.
Let's see.
She
Sid-
is. She's shaking her
I
head, but she
know.
is.
She is.
She is the bestest.
Yep. Sen says, I wanted to revise, but instead spent 45 minutes trying to come up with ideas to bring my Discord server back to life. Yes, I miss your Discord. I go check sometimes. Yeah, I don't use Discord a lot, but when I do go on Discord, I do go and check because I miss it. It was awesome. Yes, I know. I love a good friendship story. You guys need to write that. Being friends for 30 years. I just gotta call those guys.
Well, I wrote with Carrie and she was here, so it felt appropriate.
Got some stuff from the store and started doing dishes while waiting for the laundry to finish. Oh, you've got busy stuff to do today, Nicole. That small fish is evil. Why are you raising the man's daughter? The duck likes cookies. Oh my dude. Right? It's very I can order at a coffee shop and I can say hi and I can say what my name is. Yeah. That's week 1 though. I'm glad to see it still stays pretty sporadic after 500 days. And Victoria's reading, babe. 332 pages of the manuscript. Nice job, Des. Ooh, Joanne got 158 words written. Thinking of adding some drama. You can always add a little drama in a romance. Come on now, do it. We're getting some nices for Des. Wait, I want to be Duolingo friends. Add me. Okay, I'll look for you, Jess. And anybody who is looking for friends on Duolingo, it's really cool. I love seeing everybody's updates, because it has a section where it shows you how everybody's doing for the day. I'm like, yes, I can do it too. Yes. I got dressed for bed and got my hot tea and fed my cat. Nice, Nick. I got 300 words. Yes. Great job, Carrie. Anson says, I also have some art left to do. Recently treated myself to a set of luminance and I have yet to test them out. Oh, yes. Try them. Ooh. And then show us pictures of whatever you do. I know. I love that when drafting time comes. So fun. And I put interesting sentences. Yeah. How do y'all have captions under your names? It's news savvy. So next time you go in, if you're streaming on StreamYard, when you do your streams, there's a little thing under your, under your brand. It's going to ask you, it says show names, and now it says show the whatever the things are. What are they called? I'm gonna look
It's
right now.
name and headline.
Yeah, headline. So you can just turn that on, and it has a little purple box that says it's new. So yeah, and you can. It says put your name, and like the example, it says give your name and then like your channel name, but we all just write whatever we want because it's more fun.
Most of us are kind of like in the MySpace, Messenger area, so that's kind of like a status for us.
I know MySpace, like that was the beginning for me. I was like, we were so cool. I was so mad when everybody started switching to Facebook. I was like, Facebook's so boring.
Me
so much
too. I'm
time
like,
to
who am I gonna rank? How am I gonna hold my friends accountable?
And my songs, I liked my songs and my glittery things, my sparkly name.
Jess, I've tried to add you on Duolingo. It can't find you.
Oh no. It's also on my list back in high school.
It'd help if I did the numbers right.
Yeah, that part. Mostly for Spanish, but I also do a bit of Italian. And I'm learning Italian, and I'm going to, after I get decent at Italian, I'm going to give myself 6 months or so, I'm going to go back and pick up Spanish because I took like I said before, I took way too much Spanish to not know how to speak any of it at all. And then I want to learn some other languages. So, but Italian and Spanish are first on the list.
I'm doing Korean and Mandarin.
Mandarin's on the list. We got some Japanese, and Jess is currently doing French. And we have, I think this is another one. Philip is your screen name, and same on Duolingo. I'll friend you. Like nice people making friends in the Duolingo. Yes. Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm learning Japanese too.
Woohoo! So we got a Japanese team. So now we can all travel together and we'll have someone who can speak every language wherever we want to go.
Perfect.
Nice to know. I tried learning Mandarin, but once I figured out one where it has 4 different meanings depending on the pronunciation, I was like, I'm out. That's the hard part with these languages.
There's some moments that I'm like repeating the word, and I'm like, which of the freaking 4 accents is this one? I cannot figure it out.
Mm-hmm. All right, we need to do our last sprint. It's going to be the same question, so we're going to go to sprint 3, same question, and then we'll end it off. We'll chat some more about what we think about this question, hypothetical that might not be a hypothetical. Mm-hmm. I think the next timer is 30 minutes, if I did it right. Yes, it is. Very good. Back it up. All right. Oh, the timing is perfect. It's almost at the 5. I don't know. Something about starting this. Is it just me starting them at the 0s and the 5s perfectly when they're like, makes me happy. I'm like, yes, I feel like I did something right. So here we go. A handful of words that came from, for I hope one day the rest of the words get there too. Yeah. Some of it seems easy, and a lot of it is because like the same word, like no. I'm like, yes, I know this one. No. In Italian is no. In English as well. I think my username got lost in the comments. All right. Yeah. Okay. So if anybody wants to find anybody, go ahead and scroll back through during the sprint. But we are going to get started because we are right on the 5 and 30 minutes, our last one. Happy sprinting, everybody. And I'm muted. How did you guys do? How was this sprint for you?
Good for me. I had a couple of not revelations, but sort of like, oh yeah, I got to add that kind of moments. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll be ready to start writing soon. Hopefully.
Awesome.
Yes.
I did Duolingo, and then I started reading again. My print copy.
Nice.
Nice. I got 382 words of episode 27. Things are happening. Things are ripping apart.
Oh no.
Literally.
Oh.
And I did some more world building. I'm having a good time in this story. So we had Sin popped out. So good night, Sin. It is like probably after midnight on Sin's side of the world. So it was so good to have you here, though. How could I go on the right thing so that I can actually click on it? And it was a lot of fun having you here. And hello, Raphael. Didn't was a stream. Yeah, I'll be here. I'm here every Tuesday. JC will be here tomorrow night. So if you want to try to catch us tomorrow night, JC will be here. And actually, Tiffany will be here Thursday. So this is our PJs and Scribbles week. So if you're a little bit late tonight, don't worry. We're just happy to see your face. So yeah, but you can come hang out with us later in the week if you want to. So Carrie got about 150 this time. Yes, I'll take it. I love it. And Cat Paw typed 2 pages. Fantastic. Essie, I read some more of Lady of Hay. Nice. Sabby got 1,400 words, finished chapter 2, now about halfway through chapter 3. Love it.
Wow.
Hoping to finish chapter 3 before I finish up for the night. Oh, that would be so cool.
Amazing. Esther disappeared.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Oh. Let's see if we can. Are we going to grab Esther back or? All right. Hopefully, we'll get Esther back. Des got 356 words into the proof copy. Woohoo!
Yay.
Working our way through it. Hang on. Let me grab. All right. It says I can add you, but I can't see you. Esther, hold on. Let me see. Can we see Esther? I think she's trying to come.
Oh.
All right, hopefully. Might have to try it again. There she is. Woohoo! And yes, that is wowza. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Jennifer caught up on Duolingo and had to restart the streak because they missed a couple of days. That's okay. Sometimes you can get those things where you get I don't know what it's called for them, super new. With a freeze? Is that what it is?
The freeze gems.
Yeah. So I don't know if you have any gems, but yeah. Briar writes, so brainstormed ideas and turned my planned duology into a series. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. All right, let me go back to the starred comments. So after ruminating on it some and because I know I feel like my initial reaction is like, no, mine, no one can have it. But hearing some more of Becca's thoughts on things that happen, especially with script writing and, on that side.
Right.
It makes you think a little bit more. And then we have some other questions. So this was right off the bat, though. No. Initial, it's mine. I wrote this is my baby. You can't have it. Yeah, that's that instant feeling I get too. But he was like, there's always a price.
I think it depends also on the kind of writer you are, because some people come up with a ton of ideas all the time. So for them, it's not a big deal to give up 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. You know what I mean? And then some people have like 3 or 4 their babies, you know what I mean? Like, and they've spent years working on these, you know, and like, and we've all have stories like that where we've spent like countless hours, and the thought of just like selling it off is like, ugh, like it's like tearing off a limb. So I think it just depends, you know?
Yeah. Rachel said, I would want to have credit for my own. That's the main thing. I don't mind change, especially improvements. Angela was like, no. And okay, so let me. Oh, that is a weird way that they're listed on here, but here we're going to go back up to Victoria said, question. Can't they just send a legal doc saying that they aren't buying it because they're already doing something similar? And I think that was in reference to what Becca was talking about, how if they read something that's very similar to something that they're about to do, and they're like,
and I have like, I mean, I gave you the shortened version of that story because I followed it up. I answered a question that yes, they can, because that did happen to me. I sent in at the time, I sent in a animated feature to Pixar about a ladybug, and they sent me back a letter that was so nice and so polite, but basically showing me the dates that they've been working on A Bug's Life. It had already been in production. They had already bought the screenplay like 2 years ago, just to make sure that, like, you know, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I sent in my script and then they, you know, whatever. Like, they were very, very polite and very kind. They're like, we already have this in production. And the whole story of my friend is that, okay, so the reason why it was sort of shadier, I guess, is what I was kind of implying, that, you know, they bought the script, didn't really tell her, is because her father is one of the biggest entertainment lawyers in the business. Like, remember that whole thing in the 90s with Disney? He was the lawyer that won Disney everything. So people in the industry were terrified of my friend's father. And so they were on some island in somewhere. He was, snorkeling with the president of Lionsgate. And he told the president of Lionsgate my friend's story. And so that's when he was all like, oh crap, we have something like that in development. He did not tell my friend's father, knowing that he's the Disney lawyer that like could potentially sue him for millions of dollars. So he immediately was like, let me take a look at the script. And then he bought it. And that's why he was silent, so that he would have full, I own your daughter's script. I own everything. You cannot sue me. So it really was more of a like protecting his butt.
CYA.
Yeah, what he didn't want my friend's dad on him and being like, hey, I told you about that script and da 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 da. So, you know, it was just a long-winded story that I didn't really get into. But yes, because normally they would go the other route and just say, hey, we already have something like this in production.
Yeah. There was the one case, and I believe she ended up losing just because of the derivative versus transformative whole thing with the legals. But there was a woman, they were doing, I don't remember which one of the ones, whoever did Terminator and Matrix. I know that so whoever did those ones, but there was a competition or a contest, one of those contests where you send in things, and there was a woman who had a script, and it was like the Terminator and the Matrix, but all in one. Oh. So when they both came out, she's like, what? But I believe she ended up losing. I need to go back and look that up. We talked about it.
Movies were like,
but yeah, Terminator is like old.
Yeah, that's like
this was a long time ago. This was a long time ago.
And Matrix was like what, late 90s, like 20-year difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, in her opinion, it's like they took her idea and said, oh, this part of this is good. And then later we're like, oh, this and then
That
later
seems like a
the
spread.
other yeah, it was a stretch.
That
But
is
some people
hard
said that it
because the
was
first Terminator. That's hard because the first Terminator released on 1984, and the
Sure.
first Matrix was on 1999.
Yeah.
How the heck she can
I
prove
want to say it was the
two
late
different movies
70s
a
when
decade
she
apart?
turned. Yeah, I want to say it was the late 80s, but I guess she never forgot. So she's all forever going to be a little
Which
bit
is so
bitter.
funny because, like, I mean, he could be lying, I guess, but like James Cameron has the actual like moment where he came up with Terminator when he was a truck driver. Like, he has like this whole very
Yeah.
detailed story. So I don't know, he could be lying, but it's like, you know, it's but you know, usually when you know, it's, I mean, he is a storyteller, but I'm just saying it sounded real.
Yeah, so I'm like that. I'm like, I don't know. Like I said, she didn't win,
Okay.
but I guess she had to show what her story was.
Okay.
And I don't know if it was them or just that she had submitted it to this contest in Hollywood and then later to see two
Okay.
pieces of work that were so
I mean,
similar.
that does happen. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. So this,
Yeah.
they're like, no, sorry, it's different enough. Even if it was yours, it's different enough. So she's
Yeah.
just out of it.
Yeah,
So that's
and
hard.
then with a contest, like, aren't there some, like, I mean, I imagine it depends on the contest, but I mean, once your project is out there, it's very hard to for other people not to take one portion of your entire project
Yeah.
and expand on it.
Because once it's in their brain, it's like, remember that? Where did I get that idea for a robot guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, who's to say? But how many things were there with a robot guy? I never read her work. So I don't know. But yeah, I just remember reading about that, and it was back in the 80s, and I was like, oh, yeah, no, I don't think you're it. But yeah, I can understand. You probably feel some kind of way, though.
Yeah.
Like
Especially
you'll always be wondering.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
thing. Honestly, depends on the idea. Oop, I hear myself just a little. If it's my heart story I'm writing now, probably no money is worth matching or attaching it to my name. If it's something else I've written, take my money. Yeah, I think for me, because I don't really care to be famous, but I want to be credited so that I could be looked for future projects, if that makes any sense.
Exactly.
Like if I ever became famous, I would not mind having a secondary name that all of that goes under. So if someone else wanted to take my work to make like a movie or something, I don't want that kind of attention. Like, please, no, and thank you. But I want the credit so that for future projects, they'd be like, there was the writer who wrote this thing, you know, maybe she can do something else for us. So,
I mean, there's
that,
also the opposite, because if you think about it, like Carrie Fisher, she was I mean, she's obviously a famous actress, but she's really known for in Hollywood being a doctor, a script doctor. There are so many scripts that we have seen, that you've seen movies of, that have the credit to somebody else, but Carrie Fisher pretty much wrote the whole script. You know what I mean? Like, she rewrote it to practically page one. So, but she never gets any credit for it. But people in the industry know who wrote it. And she's just a famous one. There are plenty of script doctors out there that don't get any credit, but wrote 90% of the movie, even though someone else got credit for it. So that's the opposite too. Like, would you want to be a doctor and knowing that, like, you know what I mean? Like, knowing that someone else is going to get your screenwriting credit, but the industry will always know who the doctor is. And those are the people that are hiring. So that's all that matters. So really it is about the public knowing who the writer is. So is that something that you want more than, like, as a livelihood? I mean, you know what I mean? Like you'll get hired, but do you care? I guess with book writers too, because doesn't Michelle Schusterman, doesn't she ghostwrite a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
take it. Like, she writes these entire books and she doesn't get any credit.
It's also people who write under pen names and don't reveal
Yeah.
who their pen name
That's
is.
true. Yeah, because they're like, they don't want to show. Yeah. So I guess it just depends on you personally. Do you want the fame?
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to get
No, I don't want
paid.
the fame, but I want to get paid.
Yeah. I just want to get paid.
Want to get paid.
Yeah, I want to get paid for my labor. And again, I'm like, if you really want the idea, I'm gonna like put it on the publishing already track, and then we can talk sub rights, and we will get the best of both worlds.
Yes.
Yes. I check out the project, call it done, count my money, move on to the next. I love it. He was like, how much? And to be honest, my instinct would be decline, but I would feel like if I were to be given a ton of money and make a lifelong profit off of it, along with some credit, yeah, I would probably accept. Yeah. Yep. I gotta admit, it would be a pretty nice feeling. Yeah. If the price was right. Jennifer said it was a big fat pass.
If it's an idea that it's a nice idea, but I'm not excited to write it or to work on it, yes, of course I'm gonna take it off my plate.
It's like, yeah, this was a pain in the butt anyway.
I don't care.
I have it world built. I have something of an outline. Just take it the rest of the way.
Yeah,
just
let me move on to the next project. Go ahead. Yeah, and am I going to be getting any residuals?
Yeah,
a little 2%, a little 2%.
Get some points in there.
Yeah, give me a little bit. Give me a little something. All right, thank you guys so much for indulging me with this question. And yeah, it did. It did. I have to look because I might have my movies wrong, but it was something like that. I'm pretty sure it was Terminator and Matrix, but if not, then it was something in those veins. I need to look it up again, but we talked about it one time on Author Tubers React. But like I said, they were like, "No, honey, sorry." But I would imagine things like that happen all the time where someone's like, that's my idea. And they take it to court and they're like, no, sorry.
Yeah. It's really hard to prove.
Attaching my name to money. Right? If I got 84 words, that's still 84 more than what? Yep, that is true. Yep, 84. Already have a day job where I can't take credit for half of what I do. Yes. I'm learning to take my wins when I can. Very good, Joanne. Okay, because, yeah, Joanne got 84 words. And you're welcome. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. We can do we've got a few minutes, so we can do some quick outros before we let everybody go. Let's swing it around backwards and bring it back to me, and I'll close this out. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate every time you guys come and hang out with me when we do these night writes. I get so much done, and I don't have to do it by myself. Esther, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Esther Marie Andujar. I have a YouTube channel with the same name. I'm the author of Marina the Vampire. I remember I'm going to be this Saturday, I think it's 4 p.m. Eastern, in Shannon's channel, SD Houston, for another lovely romance panel. And also on Tuesday, the 14th of February at 1 p.m. Eastern in my channel, we're going to have the Romance Writers Rooms first live. So that's what I have for that in the next few days. Yes. I'm here thinking, I'm like, I have way more things, but just a few days at a time.
Yes, as long as everybody remembers next Tuesday for Valentine's.
Yes.
All right, Laura.
I'm Laura. My channel is Laura Nettles. I write all things spooky. I just released my updated demo reel for stuff that I do for my day job. So if you want to see little snippets of what I did on things like
good. So good.
Titans and Spider-Man No Way Home and Wednesday and Del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. They're all in there. But yeah, that's me.
My name is Becca C Smith, and I have a YouTube channel, and I write books, and I write screenplays.
Because you're amazing.
Yes. And if you guys like home tours and office tours and stuff like that, Becca just did one. She's got some really cool stuff.
my new apartment.
I love all the cool things. Hi,
All my
Tracy.
nerdiness.
Yes.
Oh, that was really quick. Hi, I'm author JC Carpenter. I have a channel. I have books. I do things. Come sprint with us tomorrow night, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's me, Morgan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Morgan Lee. I have a YouTube channel where I stream every other Monday at 8 a.m. Central Time. I have 2 books out right now. The first 2 in a dark fantasy trilogy, Seed Among the Thorns and Seed Among the Rocks. And book 3 should be out later this year. So look for that.
Awesome. And I'm Nia, the Vixen of Fiction. I'm here every Tuesday night, and you'll see me hanging out with other people in their chats and on their streams. I host Author Tubers React at the end of the month, so we'll be talking about all kinds of things then. And on the 19th, we're going to be talking about Hidden Figures, because scripting the book, we do books that have been adapted into movies or TV shows. So we've done House of the Dragon, we've done all kinds of things. Check out the channel if you like that kind of stuff. And we have a whole bunch coming up: Bullet Train, Artemis Fowl, Game of Thrones, you name it, we'll do it. If you have suggestions, give them to us, because we have an ever-growing list of things that we do. So we do that once a month. So come hang out. We have a good time. It's a nice corner of AuthorTube over here. Everybody's friendly. All right, guys, thank you so much. Again, thank you to my co-hosts for coming and hanging out and working with me. I appreciate you guys so much. And we're gonna wave and say bye. Bye.